Happy Tuesday. Man, there's all kinds of stuff happening. I was telling Bell, middle of my show today, the Israelis are like, yeah, I got a great idea. While we're in the middle of the negotiation with Hamas, let's blow them up. So we'll take that as a no.
Yeah, that might derail talks.
Yeah, they were never going to talk anyways. It's all pretend. Trump sent him a letter that says here, but they'd already talked about this. They'd already talked. Israel had to let us know, first of all, because, they can't let their wingman, the United States of America, not know what's going on. Plus, we have CENTCOM there. Plus, we have 10,000 troops there.
Yep.
So nothing is going to fly into there at all without everybody knowing. Netanyahu's like, we acted independently. The hell you did. Yeah. No. It's they're taking it. They're going to go. They're going to take the whole thing, and they're going to let the chips fall where they may, and we'll see what happens. They're not doing themselves, I think, any favor, and this will be interesting, but that's what they did. So they said they got the Hamas leadership, although they're saying they're not all gone. And so, if you're not going to negotiate, and nobody's going to negotiate, that's just not going to happen, then they're just going to roll through. First of all, Bibi doesn't want this to stop because at the end of it, he's going to have to face some court stuff. Because every day there's a court hearing. If I'm Gaza, I'd find out what the schedule is. Every time there's a court hearing, something happens. So you should run for cover. So there you go. I don't think this is going to take place the way that he thought. By the way, Trump says he is now suing vigorously the Wall Street Journal and everybody else for publishing and putting out that piece of paper in that book.
I thought he was already suing them.
Yeah, but now he's going vigorously, he said.
Oh, okay.
There's an extra.
It's double super strong suits.
Yeah. What does that even mean?
Kind of like the sanctions on Russia.
Super, double, triple. I'm like, well, and then today he was asked about it, and he's like, nah, that's over. Right? That thing's gone. Like, no, I don't think so. You could say it's gone. You do understand nobody else is buying this anymore. Nobody is. Nobody. In that weird letter, I didn't write the letter. I know. He didn't exist. You didn't write the letter. But if you did, it was kind of a voiceover. Did you see it? It was like, it was almost like a script. It's just a bizarre thing. Rich people, you're all so weird. Like Bell. Bell, how you feeling today? How's your, what? Yeah, Bell's a weirdo.
Oh, I'm wonderful.
Bell, for those of you guys who don't know, Bell has the Crip Walk going on. He hurt himself, and we keep telling him he needs to go see a doctor.
Yes.
But instead, he's going to walk around until eventually
my foot falls off.
Yeah, it's just going to go away.
Yeah, they all do.
Look, I've been rubbing dirt on it every day. It'll be fine.
Yeah, you're going to be good. You should be fine. This is good. I didn't realize how bad it was because I come in here, Bell sits down all day. He didn't do anything. So I come in, I sit, and I walk back and forth, and I'm, hey, what's going on? I'm like, getting stuff ready. Bell's at his computer working. So I come in, and I didn't see Bell walk in there. And then today, I saw him walk by me out of the corner of my eye. Who's limping? It was Bell.
Brother Bilal.
Does kind of hurt.
So what'd you think of the Gino interview? You've got some of those cuts.
What did I think of it? It's an interview.
We do it different here, kids, because we have an interview today. Gino's going to come on next week.
I thought, Chris pressed him on a couple of things. But, it is what it is.
Yeah. I'm excited. We had Jody today.
Scott Sapicki tomorrow. Afton comes in Thursday.
And then next week.
Gino's going to come in next week. And I've also got a call in to Lee Reeves about having him come in.
Oh, Lee Reeves. He's going to stop China. Did you know that? Says so in a commercial.
Thought he already had.
Pretty much. He's going to turn everybody away at the border. He's doing all those things. So I'm interested, though, to find out. So Jody's got and by the way, if you guys wonder, is the condiment of choice for the Chad Benson Show and team mayonnaise? Bell, what did I bring in?
Mayonnaise for the man who hates mayonnaise,
That's
which
right.
means this interview really needs to be more about his personal taste than it does his
well, he's communist, as we all know. You can't not be a communist because he doesn't like mayonnaise.
It's just wrong.
It's super wrong. He probably doesn't even like whipped cream.
He probably doesn't even like people.
It's possible. It's possible. It is. But he seemed pretty nice when he was here. So we're excited. So here's the thing what I want you guys to do today. By the way, it is also Hot Take Tuesday. So Bell's got it. Am I right, Ken? Bell has a smoking hot take.
It is the best take today.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what your take is.
The mine, I had to go right back to the drawing board.
When you heard Bell's.
Yeah, I'm like, Dad, the Bell's is so damn good. I got to go right back to
Mine's not even going to compare.
No, ours is awful. Like ours is single A baseball. Bell's in the major leagues. Right, we're getting ready to field a line drive and a dog comes running by, and Bell's out there driving around in Cadillacs and flying in private airplanes.
Exactly.
You guys are going to love that one. I was surprised because normally he's got crap for me.
That is not true. I've had some good ones.
You have. So here's the thing. So Jody's coming in later, and we're going to do it differently. If Jody was going to interview you guys, what would you want him to ask you? So Jody Barrett's coming in, right? He's running from our green seat. What would you want him to ask you? Because the way that this is always done is everybody else asks the questions. And we're going to ask some questions, but he should want to know what you guys think about. So what questions would you think, hey, I wish somebody had asked me that question who's running for office. Because they never do. It's always about them when really it should be about us. Somebody said Mayo sucks, and that person is Mayo's nasty. Two of those people are horrible. Probably Jody texting in. Stop it. How do you not like mayonnaise? Right?
You hate apple pie, too, probably.
Terrorism in America. Probably
burn
hates
the flag.
Yep, they hate the flag. Good news for those of you guys. I don't know if you guys have been covering the story, but breaking news today.
Cracker Barrel says it hopes the announcement that it's suspending plans to remodel its stores reinforces that we hear you. The restaurant chain says it's halting the planned remodel that drew criticism from longtime customers and somehow turned into a political issue. Cracker Barrel's already announced it would return to the familiar logo of a man sitting next to a barrel that had been dropped. The company says it will continue to invest in its restaurants to make sure they're in good shape.
What's the guy's name? Herschel? Is that what his name? The guy that's next to the Cracker Barrel?
Oh, I think so.
Was it Herschel?
Yeah.
So Cracker Barrel's already done a 180. And here's the beauty of being, if you're going to be a CEO of a company, if you're going to run anything in life, you have to be willing to know this didn't work the way I thought. This didn't go the way I thought. I have to be able to pivot out of things. That was one of the things I think a lot of people were. I was hopeful for Trump, especially in the first term. I remember him getting into an argument with Ted Cruz, which is not a shocker. I think that was after he said Ted Cruz's dad tried to kill Kennedy or something, whatever he said. But he said, "Here's the difference between you and me, Ted. You'll stick with something no matter what for as long as it takes, and even if it doesn't work, it's government. I'm willing to go. It didn't work. We got to pivot." And to be a CEO, everybody's like, oh, this lady's an idiot. No, she listened to people, and she turned, and she said, all right, it's not going to work. And I've seen that in, Reed Hastings did the same thing with Netflix. And I tell you what, that's what good leaders are doing. If you've got to be willing to say, this isn't working. It's interesting. A CEO, if they try something, it doesn't work, everybody hammers them. But a coach, if you don't adjust at halftime to what the other team's doing better than you, that's when you do something wrong. But when you do adjust and you go, okay, they fixed the problem, that's a good thing. It just didn't work. It didn't. People didn't like it. You got to know your audience. I know you're trying to attract a younger group of people, but nobody wants sterile. Nobody does. You got to know your audience and customer. And I think they do. I think she realized, this isn't going to work. And then it became political, which is stupid because everything becomes political, and then it just becomes a pain in the ass. It does. I mean, there are just things in life, like I don't want my politics to be everywhere, right? I do that enough. When I watch a show, I don't want the politics to be in there. I want to watch a horror movie. I don't need it to be, politics in there.
You don't want your horror movies DEI'd?
No, I don't. Like, what's the new one now? Robin Hood? It's a new show about like King George or Lionheart or whatever, King Richard Lionheart, one of those. It's in Britain, and the guy that's playing like the York of Kent is black. Well, that never happened. That wasn't real. You're not even pretending at this point in time.
They're rebooting Friday the 13th, and Jason's going to be a Asian black woman.
In a wheelchair.
In a lesbian in a wheelchair.
So they could check all the boxes? Like, hold on, guys. Hold on. She's coming at us. No. Slow down. We don't want to be ableist. Is that what it is?
Get a stick, jam him in her spokes.
Oh, my Lord. That would be it. Could you imagine if Jason and Michael today, they could kill certain people? Like, oh, people are going to look down on me for that. I can't do that. I can't go and chase that girl. People, I mean, do you remember when Disney changed the Pirates of the Caribbean? There's a part in the Pirates of the Caribbean where the guys used to chase the women, and they changed it because it was wrong. They're pirates. We know what pirates do.
Yeah.
Okay? We know what pirates do. Enough of this. Just keep politics out of certain things. I don't need it. I don't want it. I think most of you kind of feel the same. Like, there's just some things I want to watch, and I don't care. I don't, like, because I do enough politics all day. That's why when I come on the show, I'm so happy because I got two guys that are super fun, and I get to talk to other people where I'm not just talking about, Israel and arguing with people over jobs numbers. They revised those. Who do you think got fired today? You think they hired that lady and fired her again?
I would be really interesting to know when the last time jobs numbers came out that were not revised, whether it's up or down, because they don't ever seem to get them right the first time.
No. Well, you can't because they totally fired that lady again. She's still fired. Fire her again. Tell her she's double fired.
Who hired her again?
The jobs numbers thing. You're relying on people who run businesses to fill something out and send it back in a time when they're doing 1,000 different things. That's just it's an antiquated old thing. And remember, this isn't for us. This is for Wall Street more than anything else. That's what this is for. By the way, I was telling. So last week we joked about Greta Thunberg. She got a new haircut where she looks like a page boy from the 1800s. Today, like I don't know if it was a cigarette. Somebody said it was a flare. It was a drone. I can guarantee you this. Of all the things Trump is doing, he's probably going, look, you can bomb them all, kill everybody, but if you kill that little girl, I'm going to hear about it for the rest of my life.
Yeah, was she on it?
Yeah, she's on the flotilla. Don't kill the girl. We've already ruined her life. And look at her haircut. I don't know what that's about. But if you do it, she looks like He-Man. But if He-Man was, special, if you kill her, I'm going to hear about it. That's what he's thinking. If you blow her up, that is going to be, he's going to hear about that so much. More than anything else. How dare you? So I don't know what it was. It wasn't whatever it was. It wasn't horrific. So they all survived. They're still trying to float their way to Palestine to drop off food. But here's the thing. You can't. They don't allow anything in there. They don't even allow, even when things were normal pre-October 7th, they didn't even allow Palestinians in many cases to go out past a certain area and fish. So you think you're going to cruise on in there right now? Whew. Good luck with that one. All right, coming up, Hot Take Tuesday. Bell's got a hot, it is so hot. It is like middle of the summer swamp-ass hot. Am I right?
Man, I hate swamp ass. Kid at school got swamp ass. Cats followed him around for a year.
It's the Chad Bensow Show. Super Talk 99.7.
Today, Republican State Rep and Attorney Gino Bensow came on WTN's Chris Hand Show. Come at me, bro. We'll let you hear some of that. And Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu explaining what the IDF did today in Doha. That's coming up at 12:30 on Super Talk 99.7 WTN.
Doha. There we go, kids. They blued it up, kind of, sort of.
They blowed it up real good.
Real good, real good. It is Hot Take Tuesday. We give our stupid hot takes of fun and frivolity. And this is, I'm telling you guys now, and the hot takes, if you guys ever listen to the show, and thank God if you do, this is not about politics. This is all about just life stuff, hot takes right in front of you. I'm telling you guys, Bell's one today is just, I had to go back to the drawing board. I came in here, man, I was the cock of the walk. Look at me. I got this. This is my day. I own this. And then Bell's like,
win Hot Take Tuesday.
And then Bell delivered it right to my face. She's like, let me tell you what mine is.
Yeah.
And I was like, right back we go. All right, Bell, give it to us straight, baby.
It is the woman's job to put the toilet seat down.
Boom!
Here. I mean, wait, what?
That's right. I've often wondered that myself. Is it, ladies, let me ask you.
I'm not touching that with a 10-foot pole.
Is it harder to go down? Like they act like it's in here, it's up. I can't go to the bathroom now. I don't even know if it goes this direction. What kind of tools did you use to do this?
Oh, man.
All right. What's yours, my man?
All right. Let's see here. All right, you ready? This is going to be so anticlimactic after this. Wild cherry and black cherry aren't any different than regular cherry.
Oh.
They're all the same cherryness.
You know what? Probably, huh? It's like when you go and get some of those Fruit Loops, they all taste the same.
Yeah.
Blue's no different than green and red.
Yeah, like, hey, look, there's some cherry soda. Wait a minute. There's wild cherry soda.
He delivers it, too. All right. Look at that.
Wild cherry's not more cherry?
No, sir.
No, it's all the same. The difference one is if the regular cherry, I grew it over here. The wild one was running free elsewhere. It was a free-range cherry.
Yeah, that's what it is.
All right, here's mine.
All right.
Female comics suck.
Ouch.
There's like 3 of them that are worth a damn.
Nikki Glazer?
Nikki's okay. You know what? They're amusing. Very few of them will make you laugh out loud. And you know who else thinks that? Most women.
All right, now, are you talking about stand-up women comedians?
Yeah, talking about stand-up. Straight-up stand-up comedians.
Gotcha.
There's very few. If you had a chance to go see an all-female lineup
Yeah.
or an all-male lineup, what are you going to choose?
Well, yeah, probably definitely the all-male.
There you go.
I mean, you got Nate Bargatze, and then you got Chappelle.
Yeah. Tell me what woman comes close to Chappelle? I'll wait. I'll take your call off the line, Chad. Exactly.
Or Kevin Hart.
And Kevin just yells about stuff. My son's crazy.
Yeah, he's like Chris Rock.
Yes.
Which
Yes.
Chris Rock's great, too.
Yeah, another one. I mean, again, name it. Because I can guarantee if you're going to go watch a female comic, this is what you're going to do. Dating sucks. Men suck. Right? My cycle sucks. You don't know what it's like to be a woman. Blah, 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 blah. Oh.
Man, you boys, you guys are pushing the envelope today.
We did. That's what we do here. But you know what? That's who we are. So there you go. Our hot takes. Women comedians, for the most part, I think they suck compared to men. For Bell, it is the toilet seat. Your job to put it down. All right? We'll give you that special tool.
The lady's job to put
Yeah,
it
the lady's job. And then for Ken, he's not lying when it comes to the cherries. They're all the same damn taste.
Yeah.
Bunch of liars.
Yeah, but that one's wild cherry.
It's why? Well, it's a free range. It grew itself. Oh, coming up. Who knows what we'll talk about? It'll be fun. We're taking some of your hot takes as well. Oh, on top, Leanne Morgan. I like Leanne Morgan. I like her too. But, again, comparatively, if you had to go see Chris Rock or Dave Chappelle or Leanne Morgan, and my wife loves Leanne Morgan, and her show got renewed yesterday. That being said, he ain't Chris Rock, it ain't Chappelle. We're not going, there's maybe 1 or 2 ladies who could have ever gone up on the Mount Rushmore, maybe 1 of comedy. But it's all dominated by men. You guys know that, so stop pretending. Chad Bensow Show, Super Talk 997. Texting with my uncle, because now that in California, if you look brown, they could pull you over. He's super excited about it because if you guys don't know who my uncle is, you can see us, we do our YouTube. He's a big Mexican lad, and he's hoping. He goes, I hope they pull me over. I go, how you can do it? He goes, I might go buy a mower. Just because he wants to.
My Grandpa Weaver, he drove a mower for a while.
Oh.
Yeah, whenever Dad and my aunts and uncles had to take his keys, he just put one of those orange flags on the back of it.
That is so
and he'd
awesome.
just drive down the block to the store if he needed to go to the store. Of course, it's a little bitty town there in Oklahoma.
But that's the beauty of that, right? If he would have had a horse, he would have rode it down there.
Oh, absolutely he would have.
That is so cool. Though he's just, fine. You take my keys. I don't care. And you're like, yeah, that's even better. I'm going to give you a vehicle that you can spin around on that has blades.
And I might just mow somebody's lawn.
You never know. It can happen. A lot of you, my hot take about comics, I'm not talking about comedic actresses.
Right. You're
I'm talking
talking
about stand-up comics.
Right.
Like, Nikki Glaze, like, you have to go to the top 1/10 of 1% of female comedians to even get anywhere close to the Chappelles of the world and stuff like that. That's just the truth. Right? That is, Chappelle's not a great actor. You know who is? Like Melissa McCarthy. I love her. The Spy movie is one of my favorite movies. I love that. She's great. And there's a lot of out there. But stand-up wise, Chappelle is in a different league. Bill Burr. I love Leanne Morgan. A lot of people, I love Leanne Morgan. And my wife's like the biggest fan in the world. I've seen all of her stand-up, and we watched her show. Her show got way better as it went on. Didn't start out so hot, but it got way better. That being said, if I had a choice to go see Chappelle or Leanne, my wife might say, okay, I would go see Chappelle. And then Leanne second. That's fair. That's fair. So the other thing is, we want you guys, if you guys were going to be interviewed by a politician, you finally had a chance to sit down with a politician, what question, because we have Jody Barrett in here later, would you want him to ask you? Not you ask him. What question would you want a politician to ask you? Because everybody's always so busy interviewing politicians. They need to interview us more, ask us more about what it is that we're concerned about. Then you get into that conversation. That's how that starts. Yes, Chappelle is on an island. No doubt about that. Woman said, female here, 7678 says, men are funnier. That's a female. I didn't say that. It's a female.
And Bell didn't say it either.
No, he did not. Although what Bell did say is, ladies, put the damn toilet lid down, okay? Stop your whining. Stop your whining about it. There's no special tool.
And don't try to tell me jokes while you're in there putting it down.
Yeah. And then when you're done, that kitchen, right? Just like, you know how it is? The lid goes up on the oven. I mean, the door goes up and the door comes down.
Don't try to tell me jokes.
I don't need to hear your
Somebody
jokes.
texted in and said, now I know why you're single, Bell.
It's possible. Mike's hot take, summer is the worst season. The only good thing is a bikini. Well, Mike, I don't know how you look at a bikini, but if that's what makes you feel good. See, a woman couldn't have pulled that one off. It's kind of hard to pull it off when you're trying to put your apron on. Oh, Bell. That was Bell. Bell keeps giving me all these jokes in my ears. You guys don't even hear this. We have a thing called talkback.
Texting them.
We have a thing called
Well,
talkback.
that's part of my job.
Yeah, it is. It is. Here's a perfect example. Somebody said, she wants 4506. How do you feel about us politicians getting rich with backdoor deals? Like, that would be a great question. How do you guys feel about the fact that we're able to do these things? Because like Gino today, we're going to have him on next week. We're going to loosen him up probably. And we're going to find out if he likes mayonnaise.
And if he doesn't, it's going to be a short interview.
Short interview. Absolutely short interview. One of the shortest.
Mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise. That's how we gauge our involvement in your political campaigns, kids. But I want to know,
It's called the condiment constituency.
That's right. We're very big, by the way. You think that we're not. We've got a lot more power. Our lobbying group is huge. Huge.
A lot of us think it's baloney, though.
Kodo salami. You ever had Kodo salami? What is it? It's bologna, but not really. It's like the highest end bologna you can get.
high-end bologna.
What was Jim Gaffigan's great line? If you're eating steak, something might be special. If you're eating bologna, you might be special.
I love bologna.
Oh, I do too.
You know what, man? It's been a long time since I've gone out and bought just like one of those logs of bologna that you see, wrapped in the red, whatever it is, the red wrapping.
Oh, the thing, yes, on the
And
outside.
It's just a log of bologna. And I mean, you can just cut it off as thick as you want. Fry it up. Melt a bunch of cheese on it.
Oh,
That sounds good. Dip it in mayonnaise.
dip it in mayonnaise, baby. Dip it in that. So I'm interested to talk to Joe. Again, we're going to have everybody on. We've got Gino probably coming on next week, maybe Monday, Tuesday. We'll see. We've got Afton coming on. We've got, who else? Who else is out there? We got Reeves.
Well, I've called his office. I haven't heard back yet.
Okay, so we don't want you to hear you whining if you don't want to come on our show.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. That's the thing. We're giving you the opportunity. And who else? Is Afton the only one running on the Democratic side?
No. There's, let's see here.
She's the biggest, most recognizable name, that's for sure.
Yeah, you got Afton. Then you have Darden Copeland, a Nashville businessman.
Okay.
Vincent Dixie, state rep and businessman. And then Bo Mitchell, state rep and attorney. So
We're going to give them all the opportunity to come
Yeah,
on.
absolutely.
Right? Find out what their favorite condiment is. And if they don't like mayonnaise, well, we know exactly what that means for all of us.
independent candidates Bobby Dodge and John Thorpe.
Bobby Dodge.
Bobby Dodge.
Man, if that doesn't sound like a fake name. Right? What's up? I'm Bobby Dodge. Really? Okay, well, I'm Juan Dakota. How you doing? It's nice to meet you there, sir.
Juan Dick.
And John Ford needs to stick to directing.
What was the, the football, Michael Vick? Ron Mexico. When he would go in and have to do, like, drug testing or something, like he'd give a name called Ron Mexico.
Ron Mexico.
That's a great name. We're laughing today, but you know how blessed we are to live in this country where things don't blow up because the nation next to you doesn't do those things? So in Doha, they're showing it. Man, I'm not quite sure. For those of you guys who don't follow this and you just think, oh, Israel's right on everything. Israel paid almost $2 billion over the last several years, like $30 million a month to Qatar to give to Hamas. Everybody knew where their leaders were, and they now have decided to blow their leaders up. And Trump says he feels badly about the location of the Israeli strikes. And if there's any casualties, I'm sure there's going to be. And they blew up. I don't know how many people they took out. So this will be interesting.
Hamas says none.
Yeah, that's what I heard. I heard, Israel's like, we killed them all. And then Hamas was like, they're all right here. I don't know. And this.
Yeah, I mean, how do we know?
No. I mean, first of all, first casualty of war is truth. I don't know who you can trust in this situation. And Benjamin, of course, is out there saying, who knows why he did this? You could have done this years ago. That you knew where they were. You would send people over there to pay. There is a famous situation over the last couple of years where they sent $15 million in luggage to Qatar to make sure that they got to Hamas with that. Because their plan was to, they were going to try to control the candle, control the flame, try to keep the flame down. And that didn't work, obviously. And they were never going to stop. So I don't know how many people were really injured. I don't know if they got the right place. Israel, when it comes to intelligence, usually doesn't mess up. Not saying they don't, because in a situation like this, you're going to have people that screw up. But this situation, and I wonder how, because they had to let Qatar know at some point early on what was happening, because they let us know. And the other thing, you see the Gulf states come out and they go, Israel shouldn't do this, but they don't do anything else because they're looking over there going, we just want this to end. So do what you guys are going to do. I mean, Jordan, Egypt, Lebanon and stuff, they've got a different thing, but the Gulf states are looking at this in a much different way. No doubt about that. So we'll see. Did you see Macron? Does he still have, is France still alive? Because
I don't know what's. I knew there was something going on over there, but what is it?
They've gone through their fourth prime minister. So you have a president and you have a prime minister. This is the fourth prime minister in 12 months.
Yeah.
Now I think tomorrow everybody's taking the day off. Shocker, France. They're taking the whole day off. What? No way.
And it's just because.
Yeah. So
We've already hit our 12-hour work week.
Yeah, they're taking the whole day off to try to stop any production because they say they're at the point now where they say it's impossible to govern France. And I thought all of this over the fact that his wife may have a wiener, but it's not. It's about other things. So it is. And why we need France to be kind of decent, because we got all that crap going on with Ukraine. And what I mean, he's about done. I wouldn't be surprised if he has to resign here. You've gone through 12. Macron. Think about how crazy our politics is. But how stable it is. In Nepal today, everybody in their government had to resign. Because you want to know how pissed the young will get? Pay attention to Nepal. They took off, I think it was 12 of the influencer apps, the Instagrams, WhatsApp. They've got some other stuff over there. So that all of those social media accounts and everything were frozen for a day. There were riots.
All over a social media ban.
Yeah, because they say, well, now you're taking away our voice because we're voicing stuff against you. You guys it's nepotism, you're corrupt. And now everybody over there has had to resign. There's been several deaths over social media.
I just remember the reaction my kids whenever we would ground them from their devices. And now I'm looking at an entire country that is reacting to them being denied their devices.
Yeah. I mean, they lost their mind because, and again, they've got a lot of problems over there. And once they took it away, because they realized, and this is the power of social media, this was spreading, and they've got issues with nepotism in a way that is crazy. They just kind of all swap out son, daughter, brother, all this kind of stuff. And they thought, okay, well, you know what? We're going to put an end to this. We're going to take down the social media. They lost their mind. It was on fire. It was in the streets, hundreds of thousands of people. There's not a lot of people in Nepal. Nobody's climbing the mountain today, is what we're saying.
Yeah.
Nobody.
Unless they're trying to get away.
Yeah, it is crazy over there. So, but how lucky we are. Yes, Trump at times can be wacky. The Democrats are Looney Tunes. But for the most part, as much as everybody screams, we're going to lose our independence and constitutional crisis. Yeah, we're all right. We're all right. I mean, outside of the whole Epstein thing, a few other things like that.
Yeah, that's just not going away.
No, it's not. He can hope it.
It's just not
pray
going
and wish.
away.
All right, coming up, more on our hot takes here. Also, if you could have a politician ask you a question rather than them get asked a question, what would you like to ask them? And what would you like to have them ask you? Let us know. You can text the program. Tweet at me at Chad Benson Show. This is Chad Benson Show. Super Talk 997. It'll be interesting. We'll talk a little bit more about that next hour. Plus, where are we going next hour? I have been telling you guys this. People aren't paying attention. But we're amping up something that I'm not quite sure why. We'll talk a little bit about that, too. No doubt. So we've got Jody Barrett on today. It's the first time we're going to be interviewing the folks that are running in the seventh. In the seventh, right? The seventh circuit of the Seven Sun. We're going to ask them.
Isn't that an Iron Maiden song?
It might have been. It sounded like it should have been. So you guys owe me, Bruce. So we're getting your take on if you were sitting down with him. So there's Jody. Right next week we have Gino. We're going to have Afton on. We're trying to get everybody else that we possibly can on. And if you are a candidate and you're listening, reach out to Bell, right? You can text the program. Bell, tell everybody they text.
615-737-9986.
We're going to get everybody on who's running. Yeah, we'll at least offer you the opportunity. Okay? So you can't come back and go, you didn't give me the opportunity, right? Because that's what I always feel like is going to happen. So
if you're on the ballot, we're willing to talk to you.
Yeah, but it's got to be on the ballot for good. Something cool, right? Like he's the greatest mayonnaise king. But if you were sitting down with them, what would you want them to ask you? You. So Put yourself in his position and then say, okay, what would I like somebody to ask me about my life, my worries, my concern? Because I think that's important. Too often we're asking questions of these politicians, and they've got stat answers, and it's easy. I mean, and our goal isn't to make it easy. I want to have a conversation. I don't want to have an interview. I want to know who you are. I want you to know who we are, what we're about, because, like anything, it's a date. Let's find out if we're a good fit. I'm not saying we're getting married, but maybe we go out for a second date. Maybe. But that's how you do it.
And the girl pays.
Yeah, well, absolutely. After she puts the toilet seat down.
And pipes down on the jokes.
Yeah, no doubt. God, stop it with that. You know who you are, ladies. Oh, coming up next hour, part 2 of the show. Talk a little bit about where we might be headed. My buddy Mike Lyons, I spoke to him today. I got a nice piece of audio from him that I think you guys might like. He's a military analyst. He's great. A bunch of other stuff. Qatar got attacked today. Doha. And Ken's going to have the latest on that. Bunch of other good things. You missed the show, share when you grab the podcast. Jeff Bensow, Super Talk 997.